Finish that, man. Finish that, man. Let me clear my screen and then I'll finish that statement. But yeah, anybody who knows. No Life Shack. I was watching some of him. But yeah, so what's up, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and time for a special little video. So with this one's gonna be a discussion video about, I don't even know what I'll call it. I'll figure out like some name to call it or such. Even as I go along, I'll probably figure it out. But yeah, it's a little discussion video just about like some of the new releases, you know what I mean? So I've obviously been keeping up with things. It's just like, what good would it be for me to try to do a video just talking about all of the releases and such in depth. Zanky and everybody else puts out videos and stuff talking about that stuff, and not really my place. So I just give my thoughts on like the releases and such, you know what I mean? They usually come in with the breaking news and stuff, and I just give thoughts because like doing so. And I know a lot of people wonder what I think about things too. So obviously, anybody who hasn't heard, we've got the new names for the new Longinus and the new Fafnir, man. We finally got them. So yeah, the new Fafnir is called Mirage Fafnir. So Mirage Fafnir, really sick name, and I mean it makes sense because obviously like the Mirage, when you're far away from something, you see like a full-on mirage, but you get closer and it's gone, and it's just like that image goes really quickly, just like how Fafnir is a bay that has a lot of stamina, and you'll see it at one point, and then when it uses the full power, as we've seen before, moves really quickly. So that's honestly a really clever name with it. Yeah, so Mirage Fafnir, that is the bay that's going to be set to come out, I think it's the 30th of this month. So yeah, really excited to see how it's going to be exactly, but the parts for it are let's see, I believe it's 2A, I think. Is it 2A or 2B? One of them. Okay, 2S, yeah, it's 2S, which makes sense, obviously, because of stamina. But it's 2SNT, which anybody who doesn't know, that means nothing. So, my honest thoughts about it, we're seeing nothing again with this. I will say I am honestly really surprised that they didn't do a dash for it. Maybe it's because they thought that maybe it would be too strong if they were to give like nothing dash, because obviously nothing being a driver that already cushions attacks. It doesn't have the craziest amount of stamina. No, there's also a cat that just walked by, so I looked at really quickly. But yeah, so I guess it makes sense with it. Obviously, some people are disappointed that, it didn't get anything new, like, nothing. Well, we got nothing, like, how we had, like, Absorb for a driver before. We had Rise with Wizard Fafnir, even when Free wasn't the owner and it was Fumia. But now we obviously have nothing again. Well, of a nothing driver. I would have loved to honestly see nothing metal, because in that case it would have added more weight to it and also kept the gimmick of nothing, and it wouldn't wear down as quickly. But maybe it was just like a cost thing. But yeah, I thought that would have been cool to see like nothing metal, or nothing where it was made with palm or something like that. But still, getting nothing, I'm not upset honestly about that. Just they're definitely going with a feel of just, I'll explain it more in a little bit, but I'm not disappointed about having nothing for the driver, because we got new parts with it. Besides that, we got Mirage, we got Fafnir, and we got 2S, so yeah. But then the next release, obviously being the new Longinus, man, and the name for it is Rage Longinus, which makes sense because obviously Louis, just his whole demeanor, just getting full of that fire and such, and his hair catching on fire, getting all that energy in, and just the crazy like jagged teeth, just the rage with it. Rage Longinus, really good name for it, for sure. But yeah, the parts for it are 3A and Destroy Dash. So another part we have seen before, but honestly not upset, because it's the first time we've seen Destroy Dash on a bay in the anime, on a bay in the show, so yeah. And once again, not really upset about it, because Destroy honestly has some pretty decent LAD with it, and it's still a pretty good part. Obviously some people are disappointed because, like, another driver that we've seen before. It would have been cool if they would have had like Destroy Rubber, like the bottom part be rubber or something like that. So it would have been like, honestly, a really similar kind of driver to what my Hydra has. But yeah, but still, I'm not upset about Destroy Dash, because it makes it where Longinus will be able to take those attacks too, big time. And plus having the dash on it, ain't gonna burst that easily, that's for sure. yeah, so really excited about that. And also, they're making this feel a lot like paying homage to all the different gens, you know, the different gens of Beyblade. And they're definitely going with at least Free and Louie, big time feels from God for evolution, you know, because obviously during that he had Nightmare Longinus Destroy, that being Louie, and Free obviously had his Drain Fafnir 8 Nossing, you know, so they're just keeping up with those vibes for that. They're definitely paying homage with those decisions, and I think that's something that's actually really, really clever, and we can't overlook that. They're going for like the feels of like the second season with this a little bit too, like so many different things with it. They have the feels now with these bays, you know, with them coming in and such, Free and Louie being there and being big time players with it. Definite feels of God of Revolution, you know, season 2 with that. Louie coming in with some serious power, and also Free coming in with serious power, feels of season 2. Louie coming in with his serious power, feels of season 1, and also season 2. You know, they're paying big time homage with this, and it seems like they're going to be doing so throughout the whole duration of this season, while also adding other things. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just. I'm personally like really looking forward to it. You know what I mean? Regardless, like, you know, like Nothing and Destroy. I'm glad that honestly those two are drivers that we have, because you already know like the new parts with them, like 2S, they had to have made it like heavier. Like just at least from what I've seen with it, it looks like it's a pretty heavy chassis. Like I think it's a double chassis. That's a lot of weight with it. We all know the double chassis have a lot of weight with them. And Fafnir having that weight, you know, being a crazy stamina type and also with Nothing, they're going to try to make it where it has good stamina and hopefully some pretty good LAD too. And the whole gimmick of stealing spin. While having all that weight, maybe that's why they decided not to do Nothing Dash, because maybe they thought it would be too strong. Because the double chassis already makes it harder for a bay to burst, you know? Like, that's just what, like, a double chassis kind of does. It makes it a little bit harder for the bay to burst, for sure. We've seen that with Helios and Hyperion. Those two were beasts, you know? And they don't burst easily. I've yet to see either one of them burst, so I doubt that it's going to be easy to take out this new Fafnir. And also the new Longinus having a dash driver with a new chassis. And speaking of the chassis, 3A looks beefy. It looks like a bigger, beefier Drake. Like the disc we had, Drake, you know, on July Longinus. Boy, it's going to have a lot of weight to it. And plus, even the ring on it has some metal on it. They still kept up with the metal on it. Thought it was going to be rubber for the chassis, but it doesn't look like it's rubber on it. You know, Fafnir's chassis doesn't have rubber either, but, you know, they put enough rubber on the ring for it to make sense. You know what I mean? And even the triangular shape with it, kind of, because just how Mirage is shaped. And with Longinus, they still have the metal on the ring. On top having 3A, which is probably going to be a really, really heavy chassis. Plus, having Destroy Dash. That thing is going to hit like a truck, and you ain't going to burst it that easily. The only main way of beating it is probably going to be outspinning it or KOing it. I'm not seeing that thing really burst that easily, because, yeah, that's really, really powerful. It looks really powerful, and I'm really hyped for it. It's a Longinus, you know, we can't forget about that. Longinuses hit like trucks, you know, obviously, like even with Bloody still hit hard. It did hit hard, even though it did burst, you know what I mean? Bloody wasn't everybody's favorite, but they can't deny that it still hit hard because it had jolt on it, you know, it went around really quickly and could hit still. But yeah, this new Longinus is going to be an absolute tank and a beast, and for sure the new Fafnir is going to be an absolute tank and a beast as well. You know, that's the main weakness of Fafnir, being like when it goes against left spin bays, you know what I mean? That's his main Achilles heel, is going against a left rotation attacking bay, so it could take out and break down that stamina, you know, and KO it or get the burst on it. But having Nothing and also a double chassis will make it harder to burst, like I explained before. Double chassis add weight, and they make the bay harder to burst, for sure, just how they're designed, you know. So I have no doubt that both of these bays are going to be really, really powerful and be absolute tanks. And it's like I said before, big time vibes of season 2 with this, you know. I mean, with the next episode, which is going to be 8, oh, I'm so hyped for it. Spoilers for anybody who doesn't want to know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Free coming back in the next episode, you know. And it looks like they're going to probably have him in the same like old stadium setup that they had before, because it's obviously they're traveling to BC Seoul and Free's there battling, and we get to see the new Fafnir. They might not go in full out detail with it, but they'll show it off at least in a couple battles for sure. It's gonna be awesome to see, because Free's a full out power blader. He launches really, really hard, and it shows with all his training and stuff that he does. yeah, so really hyped to see that, and just big time vibes, like I said, of all the different seasons. I feel like they're going to bring in aspects from all the different seasons with season 5. If this is going to be the last one, it definitely feels like that, because we're already in uncharted territory getting a season 5. But the season 2 vibes are there for sure. I'm getting them. Going to BC Soul, seeing Free there battling with Fafnir. Season 2 vibes for sure. Also, Longinus having Destroy, and it's going to be coming in. Going to get big vibes with that. Maybe Louis will come and challenge Vault, because they never, ever had a battle where Vault won. Well, Vault won the last one that they had because of it being a no contest, because the stadium broke, you know? Both bays were all right after it, but the stadium broke, and because of that, it was a no contest. And Vault won that. But Vault never fully, like, bursted Longinus and beat Louis, you know, like, beat him, you know? Obviously, in season 1, you got one win over him, you know, with a burst, you know? But I mean in a full-out battle, like down the line where they were going full power without it being interrupted because of the stadium breaking or something like that. So imagine Louis coming in and immediately going after Vault and challenging Vault. They'll be sick. You get season 1 vibes from that alone. Then imagine the season 3 vibes they have with Iga, when they have him come in with his new Achilles and such. You know the vibes that he's going to bring. Maybe have some characters come with him further down the line. A certain Phi, which I feel like they can't skip over. And some other characters too. You know, and then obviously some Rise feels with Drum coming back. And then maybe having Delta with him too. And maybe some other people. Maybe down the line Arthur comes back or Gwen comes back and all that good stuff. But yeah, you know, so yeah, man, regardless, like, I really feel like they're going to be tying in some different vibes from all the different seasons in this. You know, obviously the main one a lot of people want to see is a certain Dinah or Ken coming back, you know, and some other characters too from the first season. Obviously the original Baygoma Academy Bay Club, for sure. Time will tell with it. We'd love to see some other people return, but it's also just all up in the air, you know? Like, we're going to get in uncharted territory after all the Bladers that we've seen on the poster get revealed, for sure. But yeah, regardless, really hype. And it's a little Chi-Chi. I got a little puppy chasing me. Oh, yeah? Okay. I feel ya. But yeah, she's like, what are you doing? Filming. But yeah, you know, regardless, really, really hype for this, all of this, because they're going to bring in definite vibes from all the different seasons. And I can't wait to see how exactly they're going to do it. You could just tell, because I mean, nothing and Destroy for Fafnir and Longinus, and going to BC Soul in the next episode. Big vibes, big time vibes of season 2, and they're just gonna definitely try to bring in all those different vibes, a little bit of a nostalgia feel with it too, you know, while introducing some other characters and also just the new plot and all that good stuff, man, because a lot of these characters are established. But anyways, guys, gonna end it off here, and I mean already some season 2 vibes because Cisco being back, and also Vault and Rantaro, but also Ranjiro being in there, so a little bit of season 3 vibes with it too, you know, just so much with it. Can't wait to see how it's gonna go. But yeah, I'll probably just call this like a Beyblade Burst Super King discussion video. That's probably what I'll call this, but yeah, it took me all video to figure that out. But anyways, really hyped for the season, and just can't wait to see what TT has up their sleeve, because you know there's a lot of stuff they're not telling us or showing us right now. They're saving a lot of the stuff as like shock factors and such. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified when I upload a video. So yeah, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing up. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Till then, stay awesome and go shoot. I'm up out of here, man.